Right. Us as mothers, the whole 9 to 5 thing, it's definitely difficult.
Right.
So for me, I never really thought about entrepreneur until Bashan brought it about. But you know what? After I thought about it, I was like, this really does make it easier for us to still do something we're passionate about at the end of the day, but as well take care of our families.
Exactly. Exactly. It's not easy.
Welcome back to the Marvelous Moments podcast. We're here for episode 13 today. I'm here with Devika, the
Mhm.
owner of Deva Events.
Hi, nice to be here today. First time being on the podcast, so I'm excited.
Yes, we're excited to have you. We've been trying to get this done for a little while. So, Devika, tell us a little bit about Deva Events and how it started.
Okay, so it originally was supposed to start about 5 years ago. But life happened. I had my two boys, and I wasn't able to officially kick off about 2.5 years ago. I got my drive to kick it off, and it's been slow but steady, but great progress within the last 2 years. So.
And what made you pick decor? I mean, you could have started any business.
Um, so it originally started with decorating for family. I was doing my aunts and cousins' birthday parties, and then I had my kids. I actually took the time to do my own baby shower. And then with having the kids, I did their birthdays, and I just got so much great feedback. A lot of people were telling me that it looked great, it looked professional, and I was like, well, and I felt good. I felt really good decorating. I like just putting this whole thing up, and I'm like, I did that. Like, it felt
Yeah, like
great.
taking pride in your work.
Right. I felt great. And I guess that's where the passion started brewing. And I was like, okay, I'll do this full time. Like, I want to do this. I want to do this. I thought it would be a great way for me to do something that I love, have a little bit more flexibility with my children, and hopefully make it into a long term thing.
Right. Us as mothers, the whole 9 to 5 thing, it's definitely difficult.
Right.
So for me, I never really thought about entrepreneur until Bashan brought it about. But you know what? After I thought about it, I was like, this really does make it easier for us to still do something we're passionate about at the end of the day, but as well take care of our families.
Exactly. Exactly. It's not easy. And now with my little ones, they're excited. They're like, Mommy did that. It's not just going into an office every day. And they're like, Oh, Mommy went to work. Sometimes I get to bring them along with me for little events. And they're like, Mommy, you did such a great job. And that's the best thing in the
I
world.
love
So,
that. That's so cute.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your role that you play with Pradaan Decor. I know we've been seeing you helping him out. What is it exactly that you do for Pradaan Decor?
So I actually met Nitesh with from you. And thank you for that. Ever since I met him, we kicked it off and we kind of talked about partnering up for weddings. And he's such a great vibe. And I was excited because again, for Deva events, I do want to get into weddings, but it's a little bit slow, with starting up a business, it takes time. So when he provided this opportunity for me to kind of partner up with him and work these weddings, I was so excited. So as of this year, I started working with him. I've already done a wedding with him, and it was amazing. I love our vibe. We definitely click, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more weddings with him. It's giving me a lot of growth personally for myself and for Deva events, and I'm just excited to continue working with him with the weddings.
So when it comes to the difference between what Pradaan does and what Deva does, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So with Pradaan, we're gonna do a lot more weddings, focusing on Hindu weddings, Christian weddings, all just weddings. With Deva events, I kind of want to get just focus on the milestone events, birthdays, engagements, anniversaries, all those other milestone events. I don't want the other events to go unrecognized. Everyone's focused on the weddings, but baby showers, all of these other things that
They're
and
huge.
yeah,
They're
so
huge parts of our life.
I kind of want to focus on that. And I honestly, I that's where I started, is doing baby showers, doing first birthdays. So I think that's my specialty. So
Tell me a little bit about so now Deva Event Services, Pradaan Decors has become a part of this marvelous experience that we're
mhm.
providing, that we're trying to give to everyone out there. Tell me a little bit about your experience with what happens when vendors are not connected, they've never met before, and they're working an event together, why is it so important to have that vendor synergy?
Right. And that's why I love our experience because it's this unity. It gives a peace of mind to our clients. I've seen in the past where vendor like vendors and the other vendors are not working, where they're kind of clashing into each other. The timing is off. They're in each other's spaces, and because one vendor's working on something else and another vendor is working and they have no communication or timing, they're running late and they're not finishing their job on time. They're getting frustrated and it just creates like this energy. But with us, we are able to provide a time, a flow, and we're able to work together as a team. And that's also what I love about us is that we kind of help each other out.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
I can
absolutely.
rely on you to help me like
If you need
hand me
help for a
something.
second,
Yeah.
yeah, I can. And if you need to come over and help me with something, and I
Exactly.
mean, it works across the entire board. If Ishan needs help with something with the photo video team, we
Right.
jump right in. If Arjun needs something, we can go grab it for him.
Hmm.
So we've all become so connected. Sometimes I feel like we can read each other's minds.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I love it because I when you're working alone, it's like you're trying to learn on your own. But ever since we've joined together, I've learned so much from you. You've learned from me. I've learned
Yes.
from Vishawn, and there's so much more to our business, this field that I didn't know.
I
You
think
know.
we've also all grown. Like we've
Hmm.
taught each other so much that we've all kicked it up a couple
Right. No,
notches.
definitely. And I know for myself, I just love being hands on. I love decorating. I love working with the materials. But I never realized all the other things that came along with this field. And I'm grateful for the marvelous experience because it's just been a big growth for me.
Yeah.
So,
So just to recap, when you hire Deva Event Services for any events, you're also going to get the Marvelous experience. So that means you're going to get photo, video, DJing services, decor, and coordination. We all come together and we work together. So I think that kind of wraps up
yeah.
episode 13 of the Marvelous Moments podcast. But stay tuned, we have a lot more for you guys.